Hello everyone, and let me scoot back some. Oh, not you. Mr. Brown's. Sir, you're not in frame. Now I'm not in frame. How about that? Nope. I don't like that. Hold on, y'all. Nope. Shit. We're gonna get it, y'all. We're gonna get it. I think that's as good as we're getting, though. Alright, so today we are reading our spooky book today. We picked up The Faceless Old Women Who Secretly Lives in Your Home by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Cranor. We picked it up from the library. We made it to the library. We got this book. We also have this Haunted Ohio book by Chris Woodward. These are going to be for our spooky ghost stories to tell in the dark. We use that book because there's a lot of spooky ghost stories in there. But yes, we are going to do The Faceless Old Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home. Lord, I hope not. Anyways, chapter 1, we're going to start with Craig. 2011. That's the name of the chapter. I set your shoes on fire. All of them. They're in the trash can by the rental office. They're still smoldering. The side of the plastic bin has melted away, and Stewart in apartment 413 has already made 4 calls to the super. He didn't answer because I locked him in his bathroom because I didn't want the fire put out just yet. Sorry. Don't mind my reading. I'm not the best reader. It's nice, the smell of burning. I used to not like it, as it reminded me of a particularly bad moment in my early life. But that was so many years ago. And now I enjoy the smell of burning. Burning anything. Rubber, cloth, skin, in small amounts. Hair, definitely hair. Even wood. A fireplace on a cool winter night. A campfire on a warm summer night. A house as a family of 4 fleas. Leaving behind everything they ever owned to be consumed by flames. Plus there's a true beauty in black ash quivering around bright orange edges. It's art, Craig, you know? I know you appreciate art. Also, the birds are alarmed, and I find that funny. You missed your date tonight because you couldn't find your shoes, which is why I'm telling you now that they're on fire in a quickly melting plastic bin. Then when you tried to rush to the shoe store, your car wouldn't start because someone broke in and jammed glass shards into the ignition. Or at least that's what the locksmith said when she came to investigate the problem. Who would do something like that? You wanted her professional opinion. She only shrugged and said she'd have to replace the ignition switch, which would take a couple of days and cost $400. Jesus. I suppose I could have used the glass shards to slash your tires to keep you from your date. It would have been cheaper for you, but it wouldn't have been as beautiful. I don't think you noticed the perfect arc of blood spatter across the floor mat when you cut your hand on the ignition. You screamed in pain, ignoring the beauty of your nature. So please, take a moment to look out the window by the shower and appreciate the artwork I have created. I called it Craig's Importance. Importance? I don't know if that's the right word. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. Multimedia plastic, gasoline, and shoes. Ah, but you're too busy mopping. You've been standing in that shower for 10 minutes. I know because I'm here with you. A faceless old woman inches from your neck. Ooh. You would feel my breath if I still breathed. I think it would be upsetting for you if you turned around. Better to let the water run over you. Better not to see. You haven't even touched the soap. You look pathetic. Why? Because you missed a date with a woman who was pretty and shared similar loves and seemed genuinely interested in you? Or because when you went to try to reschedule with her, she accused you of texting her an inappropriate photo when in fact you did no such thing? You can't hear me? These are rhetorical questions anyways. I don't need a response. You wouldn't even know to respond to me. After all, you don't know I'm here. Even after that one. A year ago when you passed by the living room and half noticed the strange new chandelier hanging from the ceiling, the one made from the twisted limbs and neck of an old woman, contoured into a shape like a spider. And then you thought, wait, what did I just see? And you backed up to find that the hanging old woman was gone. Almost certain she was never there. Probably you imagined her. I can see why you're upset. The woman you did not go on a date with is too. No one wants to have a first date cancel on them and then have the same date inexplicably text them a photo of a raccoon having its intestines gnawed out by a coyote. Jesus. I mean, I would want that. But I've never really been into dating. Although it is true that once I was deeply in love. So I can only assume most women would not like that kind of behavior. I forgot to mention, she received a text from you while you were trying to get your car fixed that included a photo of a coyote devouring a raccoon. The coyote's fur was a glistening red about the mouth, its eyes golden like a cornfield. The raccoon's neck is clearly broken, and its organs are pink and gray. I'm sure she was disgusted, but honestly, she's made of similar materials. So are you, Craig. I'm not sorry I sent her that photo using your phone. And you shouldn't be either. It was a good photo. A discomforting reminder of Snowden's secret. That man is matter. Did you ever read Catch-22? It's funny and sad. It's a funny and sad book about moral hypocrisy and self-interest. My favorite part is how cold Snowden got when his small intestines unraveled from beneath his black jacket. That's not a spoiler because that book's been out for decades. You should have read it by now. Plus, you can't even hear me. You would have enjoyed your date with Giselle, I'm sure. But that's not the point. The point is that Giselle wasn't right for you. I know this because I've spent the past 3 nights in your home while she's... Hold on, I read that wrong. I know this because I've spent the past 3 nights in her home, while she slept. I've skittered along the hallway, stare behind her as she climbed. I've burrowed into her trash to nap among the rotting things. She keeps her possessions quite organized. I like this about her. It made it easier for me to go through her photo albums, medical records, and diaries. I won't go into specifics because that would be invasive. I'm not like that. Giselle keeps a great deal of physical photos. She likes to look through them when she is feeling nostalgic or overwhelmed. I took a crafting knife and carved away the faces from the photos. I only did this to the people who were not her parents or grandparents. I think family is important. Children are the most important. Have you thought about children, Craig? Giselle does not seem interested in having children. She wants to go to law school and open her own firm. She wants to travel a lot too. And you don't want that, believe me. I've traveled enough for both of us. The world is awful. Ain't that the truth? There is only flesh and illness out there. You'll be fine right here in Nightvale. Don't worry, Giselle will find another person to date. They will travel and be selfish and not raise a family. They will never know the joy of raising a handsome, gentle, smart boy like you. And they won't care. That's good for them. I'm only saying you don't want that. I know you, Craig. I know what is good for you. And this would not have been good. Anyway, that bridge is burned now. I suppose, along with your shoes. You'll never hear from her again. Nope, I was wrong. She texted back. You're missing this while you're brooding in the shower, Craig. WTF is wrong with you? She writes. You two are done before you ever even got started. Another text. Please don't contact me again. Please. Okay, what I read initially as anger is probably fear. You scared her, Craig. We scared her. I'm going to go over to her place now to block your number on her phone, so she doesn't have to deal with the emotional devastation of getting some mumbly apology text from you. Done. She looks in bad shape. All her lights are out, and she's sitting on the edge of her couch staring at nothing. Then, for a moment, she saw a flicker of me beside her. A crooked figure with no face. And she screamed. She is so dramatic about everything. You are better off. Maybe this is a bad time to bring this up, but you need to pay your credit card bill. It's maxed out. And you've missed the past 2 due dates. It is, but your Netflix got suspended, and I was only halfway through season 3 of Cheers. The laugh track is a bit off-putting, but it's still a good show. I really love the plot twist that Norm's nagging wife, Vera, turns out to have been dead for 10 years. And Norm has kept her memory alive by continuing a fictional narrative about her. Sam and Diane knew that Vera wasn't really alive and that Norm was delusional, but in